All right, 1 Kings chapter 18. And it came to pass after many days that the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go shall thyself unto Arab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself unto Arab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. An Arab called Abra, and all which was the governor of his house. Now Abernant feature the Lord greatly, for it was so when Jerez cut off the prophet of the Lord, that Abernant took on 100 prophet and hid them by 50 in a cave, and fed them with bread and water. And Arab said unto the foreman, Dia, go unto the land, unto all foundations of water, and unto all brooks, providing that we may find grass to save the horses and miles alive, that we lose not all the boost. So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. Aleb went one way by himself, and Abiram went another way by himself. And Abiram was in the way. Behold, Aram met him, and he knew him, and fell on his face, and he said, Art thou thy Lord, that my Lord Elijah? And they answered him, I am. Go tell the Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldest deliver thy servant unto the hand of Arab to slay? As the Lord thy God liveth, there is no nation or kingdom, rather my Lord hath not sent to thee. And when they said, He that is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom and nation, that they found thee not. And now thou sayest, Go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here. And it shall come to pass, as soon as I am gone from thee, that the Spirit of the Lord shall cry thee with rather I know not. And so when I come and tell Arab, and he cannot find thee, he shall slay me, but I, thy servant, fear the Lord from my youth. Was it not told my Lord what I did when Jezreel showed the prophet of the Lord how I had my 100 men of the Lord prophets by 50 in a cave, and fed them with bread and waver? And now thou sayest, Go tell thy Lord, behold, Elijah is here, and he shall slay me. And Elijah said, As the Lord of hosts liveth before him, I stand, I will surely show myself unto him today. So Abed went to meet Arab, and told him to Arab went to meet Elijah. And it came to pass, when Arab saw Elijah, that Arab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that he had forsaken the commandment of the Lord, and thou hast followed Balaam. Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and prophets of Bala 450, and prophets of the Govs of 400, with eat at Jezreel's table. So Arab sent unto all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophet together unto Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two options? If the Lord be God, follow him, but if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word. Then Elijah came unto the people, I even only remain a prophet of the Lord of Baals. Prophet are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut in the pieces, and lay it on the wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on the wood, and put on the fire under, and call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord, and the God that answered by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophet of Baal, Choose you 1 bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of the bullock Baal from morning, evening until noon, saying, A bullock hear us by us, but there was no voice, nor any that answered, and they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass in noon that Elijah marked them and said, Cry aloud, for he is good, either he is taken, or he is pursing, or he is in the journey, or provide he slept in most awkward. And they cried aloud, and cut themselves after their manner, and knives and landscapes, till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prospered until the time of the offering of the evening sacrificed, nor any the answer, nor any of the regard. And Elijah said unto all the people, Come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And the stone he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made the trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the word in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, Fill 4 basin and water, and put it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. And he said, Do it that second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, Do it the 3rd time. And they did it the 3rd time. And the water ran around about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice of Elijah, the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy wood. Hear me, O Lord, hear thy that this people may know that thou art thy Lord, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stone, and the dust, and the lack of water that was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their face, and they said, The Lord, he is the God of the Lord, he is the God. And Elijah said unto them, Take the prophet of Baal, and let no one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slowed them there. And Elijah said unto Ahab, Get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. So Ahab went up to eat and drink, and Elijah went up to the top of the Carmel, and he cast himself down upon the earth, and put his face between his knees, and said to his servant, Go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked, and said, There is nothing. And he said, Go again 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time, he said, Behold, there arise a little cloud out of the sea, like a man's hand. And he said, Go up, say unto Ahab, Prepare thy chariot, and get thee down, the rain stop thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was back with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jericho, and the hand of the Lord was on Elijah, and he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to entrance at Jerusalem.